Hello everybody, it's me Ninjaz and I am here with Planet Coaster today. We're taking a look at the game as well as checking out a little, call it a little bit of a guide if you want to. Those of you that checked out my stream from the other day will know that I was having a bit of trouble getting going in challenge mode on the hard difficulty. This is something that I'd heard from reviews saying that the game is too easy and the management part of it is kind of crappy, and you know, the theme park part of it's a lot of fun and it's good, but the management part of it is not so great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and take a look at this, and now I've gone through, I had trouble getting the hard stuff to work before, now I know how to do it, and I've played around a lot and managed to actually succeed. So I'm going to show you how, not only how the game works, but also how you can start off in hard mode on a challenge map and successfully build a park. And a lot of what people were saying in the reviews, and unfortunately the negative reviews about the game being too easy, is actually pretty true. But you'll see how that goes. So we're going to just pick a park here. I haven't done Grassland. Let's try Grassland. I'm going to put this on hard, and we're going to name our park. I'm going to name it Coffee Happy Land. There we go. So here we are, we got our brand new theme park. Not much here. Now, there's a couple things you need to know about how to do this. First of all, you need to be, most importantly, very, very vigilant with how you spend. You don't want to spend any extra money, at least at the beginning, than you have to. So we don't have a pathway here really to work with, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to spend the money to build one. But let's see, I like this road a lot. So we're gonna just build this, and I'm gonna put a little thing here. And boom. All right, we've already spent over $100, and that is going to, that's like 5% of my budget. That's a lot. So there we go. We got a road though. And now what you have to do, the most important thing next to being very vigilant with your money, is you have to squeeze every last little drop of cash you can out of your visitors. And so I'm going to show you exactly what I did. So first off, you need to build a ride. Now the game in hard mode, this is what some of the people were complaining about with the artificial difficulty curve. All they really do to make it hard mode is make people a little bit more complainy, but not ridiculously so. So that's not too bad. But they just give you $2,000, nothing to start with. I mean, you've just got 2 rides here. It's a joke, really. And the rides are incredibly inefficient rides. They're not very good ones. So, I mean, it's a really, really bummer way to start the game. So we're going to build this. Now, I build this one instead of the other one because this one tends to pull more people in, and we can set the ticket prices quite a bit higher. So we are going to place an entrance. Now you want to make sure you've got enough room for a decent queue. So I'm going to put the entrance there. And you want to place an exit. We're just going to pop that in there somewhere. And we're going to connect the path. So I need to make this go a little longer, unfortunately. All right. So we've got ourselves a ride. We've got ourselves a setup here. Now, what we need to do is, before we unveil all this stuff, we need to fix finances. Now we're going to jack this ticket price up to like $14. Yeah, seriously. We're going to just jack that price up way high. And the way that we can compensate for this and actually get people to pay that stupid, ridiculous amount of money is by... Oops, we're grassland. Park? Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. We're going to throw all of this stuff in here and spruce up this queue. So you're going to see here we've got this queue scenery rating. What we want to do is add in a bunch of really nice looking stuff to get this queue really, really cool looking. So we're going to just decorate this a little bit. I might speed this up a bit so you don't have to sit here and watch every boring detail, but basically we got 180 bucks left and we are just going to decorate the heck out of this. Okay, so as you can see here, I have just decorated all kinds of stuff here. Just a lot of nature, a lot of scenery stuff. And let's see, how are we doing? 36%, that's actually quite good for this much. I've got a whole $7 left. Now we are going to open this up. Now I'm going to crank the speed on this way up high and we will see how we go. Unpause. Now, with the price of this being so high, there's a good chance that a lot of people are going to just turn around and walk away. Don't really sweat that too much. If it's happening with everybody, you might need to adjust your prices. But generally speaking, you want to get a lot of people on the ride, but it doesn't have to be everybody. If it's, we get some people, all right, we got some people going on. That's all right. So most people are turning away, but we're still getting a lot of people getting on. Now, if you have your scenery rating very high, you're more likely going to be successful with getting people to go on the ride, even though it's very expensive. Now, this is the most crucial part of the game. If you're trying to get through the hard mode, you don't want to mess this part up because that's going to just completely ruin your game. What you need to do is get this just like this and then just kind of wait it out. You should be making just enough money that you can start driving a profit, and what we want to do is get up to the point where we can afford that other ride. So we got some more money. I'm going to do a little bit more decorating. Really try to push that number up there higher. How are we looking now? 39%. I'm so close to 40%. Some of these birch trees. Stick those back here. Got a couple of them over here. I guess I already had one there, but yeah, whatever. A couple more is good. Can I get up to 40? 41%. Okay. Looking pretty good. This music gets really old really, really quick. I'm actually going to come in here and turn the volume down on it. But yeah, this is basically what we're stuck doing for now. We're just going to try to keep saving up money until we can get that next ride. Oh, we're so close. We've actually got enough for the other ride now, and I want to get just a little bit more so I have enough to like build the path out to it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to build this second park ride right here. I'm going to put the entrance of it back here. Put the exit to it right on the path there, and then connect the entrance. And like the other one, we're going to up the price on this. I'm going to jump it up to $6 or not. Actually, this is what I was the most worried about having happen. That happened way earlier than I was expecting it to. We need to get staff. Got to get him in there to fix that ASAP, because that is all of our money walking out the door right there. And in the meantime, we're going to jump this up to $6 and open it so we can get those people back in here. Alright, so we got some money coming in from those few people that just jumped back in. Got a whole bunch more people coming into the park now that we have another working ride. This one running for $6. And take a look here. We're already having a scenery rating of 11 because we've got all this stuff here. That carries over a little bit. So we're going to decorate this one up here too. But I will skip ahead a little bit so you don't have to just sit here and watch me do this. Okay, let's see how we're going so far. 31%, doing pretty good. Get a little bit more here in the way of like some flowers and things. So it's good to get a lot of this in here. And, oh, how are we doing? We just completed a challenge. Excellent. Let's see what we got. Achieve a monthly profit from rides of $500. Excellent. So we are making some money. Quite a bit, in fact. So it's just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Get as much money as you can out of every single person. So now that we've got these two rides functioning, we got a little bit of money to burn here. Basically, we're back to where we were when we started, but we actually have a way of getting more money in. So let's start some research here. We want to get this thrill ride as quickly as possible. The other thing we want to get is some food stuff, but we already have some buildings for that. So we can also pop in and try to get a first aid. Research a few facilities. That's going to lead to getting the ATMs. The music on these things like speeds up when the game speeds up, which is kind of cool at first, but gets annoying really quick. Whee! So while we're waiting for our money to go up, we can come in here and take a look at some of the cool stuff you can do in the game, like checking out the camera. Oops, that's not a very good camera view. Yeah. So let's take a look at the seat cam. It's like we're actually on the thing. I should probably not be doing this in fast speed mode because this is dizzying. But, yeah, look at all the lovely scenery I've added. Okay, don't do that. Just look at the ground. Look down. Look down. It's not as bad as you think it is. Oh, we're done. Okay, you can just watch people ride the thing. All day and night, apparently. Anyway, you get the idea. So, it's cool. I like being able to do that. You can do it on this too, but I don't recommend it because it's nauseating. But you can pretty much do that on any ride. Let's see. Challenge available. Okay, how are we doing on our research? That's what we're worried about. Ugh, still got some time on that. One of the other things we should do though right away, you can see some people are puking on the ground. That is going to leave a very negative impression, so we should definitely hire a janitor guy. Keep an eye on your staff happiness because it doesn't tend to do a very good job warning you about stuff. I've had staff that I didn't adjust the pay for, and they just kind of up and quit on me one day, and I had no idea that they'd up and quit until like things started falling apart. So like my stores had shut down and all kinds of stuff because everybody just quit. So yeah, that wasn't so great. All right, we got our first aid stations. That's cool. What else can we do? Oh, look at that, ATMs. Now, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm not too worried about that happening right now. Wild Blue has a long queue. Really? I didn't think that was that long. Have you ever been to Disneyland? I mean, Disneyland queues are like... And then they have a nice guy that stands here and says, at this point, the line is like 2 hours. Oh, no. Boo. When the rides break down, all the people that are in the line leave, and with them goes the money that they had spent. So they get refunds on their tickets. So that's something you got to be very, very careful of. That can royally screw you over if a ride breaks down and you don't have enough money sitting around in the bank. Research project ready to be revealed. Excellent. Yay! Now this ride is a much, much better ride for your park. It can have a much larger amount of people on it at once. It can pretty much empty an entire queue in one run, which means more people flowing into it because the queue looks short, and it means a lot more money flowing into your coffers. Alright, now we're having a little bit of trouble getting up much money, so what we're going to do now is actually come over here. I'm going to set the path going this way a little bit, and we're going to start building some shops. This is where we're going to start trying to really capitalize on all the people that are in the park. So we're going to... Okay, that's cool. We've also got these challenges here. We need to get a profit from shops. That's going to give us like another 1,000 to work with, and we're just going to shoot up past the amount of money we need to afford that new ride. So, let's see. I've got this village shop. I'm going to build this like this. It's important with shops to give your space, or give your people enough space to make lines to go shopping there. And just a moment, everyone. Once again, you've got to maximize the amount of money you can make out of this. So we're going to jump this up to 16 bucks. This one we're going to jump up to like 11. And just to make it not completely a ripoff, I'm going to make sure that those burgers are loaded with goodies. And make sure you do the other one the same way. Otherwise, they're just going to go buy the burgers from the cheaper side, and they'll never buy the expensive stuff. And that means less money for you. So if you feel like kind of a cheapskate going and just charging rip-off prices for everything, remember, that's pretty much how theme parks work in the first place. And second of all, it's an artificial difficulty curve. They just inflated the difficulty at the very beginning to make it extra hard to get started. But you'll see here, pretty soon, you're just going to have money rolling in so quick that you don't even need to worry about it. So that one's set. I'm going to go and get a drink shop. This one's at a weird angle for some reason. I don't know why. I don't really like it. So, whatever. Give that a line there. And Cosmic Cow Milkshakes. I'm going to knock this up to $7 each. And we're going to go into extras. Strawberries gets marshmallows. This gets ice cream for vanilla. And chocolate gets fudge pieces. Yes. There, that's all done. Unpause it and watch the fun start rolling in again. No refunds on food, people. Oh, but I almost forgot something very, very important. With all that scenery placing I've been doing, I should definitely be pushing down benches. I don't know that you actually need the benches. I just like putting down benches because, I mean, it just seems like it'd be nice to have benches. Especially with all this scenery around to sit and enjoy. It's great. And we're also going to put trash cans. Very important. Get some trash bins out. These people are dirty, filthy pigs, and they will dump litter absolutely anywhere that they feel like. So, getting one of these out will help combat that. Why can't that just be straight? Seriously, why can't I just have that straight? That annoys me. Far more than it should. Alright, looking pretty good. Now, how are we doing on our challenges? Monthly profit of over 500 bucks. Boom, look at that. We have over 2,600 now, up to about 2,700. That is going to give us enough money to plop down our next ride, which is the Insanity. This ride is so much better. It can hold so many more people. So we're going to, once again, stick this over here. Place an entrance. I'm actually going to swing it onto this side. It generally would make more sense to put it over on this side to try to get more out of this, but for now, I'm actually going to just do a whole nother set of it over here. So place exit, connect it. Wild Blue's broken down, but we've got that handy dandy repairman. Not to worry, he will fix it up in a jiffy. There we are. Back up and running. Now, once again, we've got a new ride. Come in here. Jack the price up. I'm going to do 11 on this guy. And we're going to go ahead and open it. Look at the flow of people coming in and the amount of cash that this ride is already generating. It's huge. I'm gonna plop a couple trees down, get some rocks and stuff in here and make it look all cool. Put all three of those together kind of like that. Kind of make that look cool. But yeah, I mean, you get the idea now. I'm just plumping down a whole bunch of stuff and trying to make this queue look absolutely gorgeous. Because that's what you do with it. Let's make it gorgeous. Make it fabulous. Now, of course, I'm going to come in here and fill in some of this other stuff a little bit later so this doesn't look so, like, obviously fake and set up. But you get the idea here. And now look at the amount of money I'm sitting on here. I can easily come in here and I can start doing research. Turn that back on. Sweet. What else do we want to do? We want the ATMs. And let's grab another thrill ride. Now I'm basically past that hump. At this point, I don't have to worry too much. You do need to be still a little bit careful, but for the most part, I can start doing some stuff that's more or less just accommodating my guests. Like, for example, here, everybody's going to want toilets. So we'll put those in. I'm not even going to charge for them, because I find it kind of unethical to charge for toilets. It just seems like something that you should be able to do. So, not going to actually try to filch people by charging them for toilets, but you can see here, we've got quite a few people in the park already. We are running at a pretty significant profit, and we're getting a ton of research done. In fact, our research queue is maxed. We can't put any more research out. And we're still making a huge amount of money. And that's basically it. We're pretty much past the difficulty curve. So we come in here, fairyland theme scenery, and I believe that gives us entertainers as well. But that's it. I mean, look at this place. It's active, it's kicking. I can do a little bit more decorating. I can modify the terrain a little bit if I want to. Come in here and let's do a little push down bit. Make it nice and big. And we'll come in here, paint it a little bit. Ooh, shrink that a bit. That's just crazy big. There we go. Got a nice water feature. There we go. Now I've got this lovely little bridge. All this kind of stuff. And you can see I'm just raking in huge amounts of money now. Scenery is 61%. How are we looking over here? 59%. So that does help. And everything is fantastic. We have surpassed the difficulty hump. We've basically beaten it. Now you can go on and you can see here, I can just research the heck out of everything. No problems. I can start building coasters, and anything that I add onto the park from this point on is basically just going to improve the quality of my park and speed up the amount of money that I pull in. So there you have it, folks. I have a absolutely fantastic start off here. I've got lots of people in the park. I'm making a nice tidy profit here, and all of my staff are really happy. The people seem to be pretty happy, even though they're paying through the nose for everything. I've got research going on like crazy. Where are we going here? Okay, research. I've got all the research I can do going constantly. I'm still bringing in money, and that's it. We've passed that difficulty hump. From here on, we can just continue building the park, and as long as we're not too ridiculous about it, we should still be able to come in with huge amounts of money constantly, and money should just not be an issue, period. So there you go. I hope you liked the video. Please let me know in the comments below. You can feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what you think, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.